You know, it was the last day of your assignment and you wanted to meet the professor to get an extension, or you had some work with the professor, but when you reached his door, you find the professor is not there, or the professor is in a meeting, or the professor is in a meditative state, and by hearing your knocking or by seeing you, the professor got very angry. So let's change it, really. So today we are going to build a device that will actually change the whole scenario. So the device consists of a keyboard, and assisted with a display. It has a display such that the professor can see the message, and another display will be there in the door of the professor such that when the professor is out of his office or his chamber, students can see his messages, and this will be a door notification system. So step 1 starts with actually soldering the push buttons, and after soldering the push buttons, then wiring starts. The wiring is really very hectic. There is 7 columns and 4 rows which gets activated. There are several types of keyboard, but what we have chose is QWERTY format. When you press a key, that column actually gets activated. So once it gets activated, the Arduino detects it, and it gives the value, stores the value of that key pressed. So you can see here 4 rows and 7 columns. There is QWERTY and everything. It is soldered to an Arduino with a display. The programming is very easy. You need to assign a number to the key pressed. Like for example, Q has the number 26. The keys which pressed and the assigned numbers are stored in an array. Now that array, the numbers are converted to binary and stored in another array. The 1 represents high and 0 represents low, and that is sent through an wire, that is the signal wire. So this is the coding. It is very boring, and hence I am doing it in a fast forward way. You can just slow down by tapping the settings in the YouTube notification to 0.25. The interesting part is actually the enter key and the delete option. So here is the whole coding which is done in Arduino. Now we'll concentrate on the receiver side. So the receiver side, actually we are using pin number 13. It detects whether the 13 is high or low, and then stores the signal in an array. Then after storing 1 and 0, it converts that 1 and 0 into a decimal, and then then it checks what is the letter that is assigned to that decimal value and prints it in the LCD screen. Again, this is the receiver code. You can just slow down the video and see the code, and this is the final result which we will be seeing. So here suppose the professor is typing a message. Let us assume that professor has this type of desk, which is my desk, and don't disturb till the next hour. And then professor presses enter, and whole notification is there in the door, so you shouldn't disturb. Hence in the future, finally when you arrive at the professor door, you can see the message and just run away. That is the best thing that can happen. So that is for now. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe, and give this to your professor in the Teacher's Day.